What's happening? It's SdotK, and I'm here with
OC.
You see the aura, you see the shine. That's so crazy.
Like, we vibing.
We vibing. Road to Locomotive, where we dive into the process of making locomotive.
Absolutely. So tell me, like, what made you decide to drop the project now? Why now?
But this project was supposed to drop last year. But then, COVID happened.
Okay, that sounds like pre-COVID, because COVID like shut everything down.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's still shutting things down.
All the that's
Well,
another
yeah.
story. It's crazy.
But now is the time.
Now's the time. But I was actually just waiting because I was like, all right, people's attention span isn't like there right now. So let me just hold off. And then the George Floyd thing happened, and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery, and you know what I'm saying, cop killings, rioting and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, let me put myself to the side. Let me just say, you know what, let me just chill for a minute. And I have a message that I want to get out. So I released Stereotype.
Okay.
And Stereotype was dedicated to the people, and it's for the people, made by the people. You know what I mean? And like, it just wasn't a time for me to talk about my experiences right now. Mm-hmm. But now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like the world's waited long enough, and I'm looking at myself as a different artist. Like, I listened to my first album that I ever made.
Okay.
And I listened to what I have now. I'm listening to everything in between and the processes that I went through, the tears, the blood, the sweat, everything that I literally had so many breakdowns, like trying to figure out what kind of artist that I was. And now that I know what artist I am and what artist I am becoming, I'm excited for everyone to see.
How is the discovery process like? And finding yourself, because that's a process. I mean, it's a process to find who you are.
Period.
On the regular, but
Right.
as an artist.
To find your alter ego self, it's just crazy. Well, when I first started, my name was Anonymous. Shout out to those who knew me as Anonymous.
Okay.
But secretly, what people didn't know is that I named myself Anonymous because I didn't want to be seen.
Oh, is that what it was?
I had depression issues. I had issues dealing with looking in the mirror sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't, like, I was bigger.
I get
You know
it.
what I mean? And I was like, yo, I just want to be the voice. I just want to be, like, just do my music. And then I got with management at the time, and they were like, yo, I really think that you should change your name, and because your marketing wouldn't make sense. So I decided to go with SdotK because it's my name, but my initials, but backwards. And it's just, I feel like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, SdotK, and then I put the dash in the A, because A is for Anonymous, and Anonymous is always gonna be a part of me.
Always.
Always. That's what built, you know what I'm saying, this. So I couldn't be me without Anonymous, so that's always gonna be a part.
That's great backstory, because I definitely always wonder, especially when it comes to like choosing an artist name, where does that inspiration come from? Like,
It's so difficult because there's so many artists now, you know what I'm saying? And it's overly saturated.
Yeah.
And so like, if it was up to me, I'd just be called S-Dot, call it a day. But there is an artist called S-Dot, there's an artist called S-D-O-T.
It's tricky.
You know what I'm saying? So like, trying to like kind of change the wording around so I'm the only one that populates was very hard. Like, I'm talking about, I uploaded songs under a different way of spelling it, and then I had to take it down because it wasn't registering right, and then so it was a long road.
The logistics are important, especially as an artist.
Exactly, so.
Okay. That
I'm
makes
here
sense,
now.
though. Okay.
Yeah, we here now. Yeah.
So right now we roll to Locomotive.
Right.
Let's jump into one of the songs that we listened to, and listening through your project, Close. It stood out. It's very different.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind Close?
I'm actually gonna like flip my glasses up for this one.
Okay, we get to see the eyes, y'all.
Yeah, because Close is definitely, I hold it close to me. You know what I mean?
I could tell.
Yeah. That song is dedicated to my baby. You know what I mean?
On the way.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And to my wife. And my wife hasn't even heard it yet.
Really?
No.
Oh.
She actually hasn't heard a lot of the project because I want her to get that listen. But that's one song that I want to like sit in the car with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I made a blog.
Did you?
Yeah, I was on my phone and I was just recording myself and I was like explaining the process. Like, yo, I have this song and it's taken me forever to try to find out what the melody is gonna be, what the hook is gonna be. And I have a session today.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I just couldn't come up with it. So, and it meant so much. So like, I'm kind of talking to my baby. Her name is Amaya, shout out to Amaya.
Oh, you have a name.
Yeah, we have a name, yeah. And, but yeah, I hold that song very dear to me and I just want to sit in a car with her or sit in a room with her and just see that reaction that she has because I explain a lot. That song is like everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It explains
That's deep.
like what my inspiration is. And this is the first song on the album. And then after that, all right, now we having fun.
Okay.
But let me get this out of the way. Let me express what my inspiration is.
So it's basically setting the tone for the project, but differently because you're starting out with, are you really like expressing yourself and you're really letting people know who you are as an artist?
Yeah, but I'm also at the same
like
time, I'm kind of relating from the perspective of of us as people, because we all have roads. We all have like this journey that we're on. We all have our own train that we're riding on.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to just relate it to people that are on this journey and just kind of encourage just to keep going. It's so hard for us to, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a 9-to-5, if you have like different ways to make money to survive, and then you have to turn into someone else in order to fulfill your dream. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Unfortunately, you can't give 100% to two things.
You can't.
You can't give 100% to three things. You feel what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't even give 50% to both because one just kind of outweighs the other.
So how do you find a balance with music and life?
It's hard because with life, I am a family man now. Like a wife, baby, a house. You know what I'm saying? The American dream.
It is.
Right?
Supposed
to be.
Shout out to him because in the works, he is accomplishing the American dream.
I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And that's always something that's been instilled in me. So while other artists were getting further ahead and making moves differently, I was securing my foundation to make sure that my wife, my child, my house is secure. Now that that's out of the way, it's time to, you know, but just having a job, having a 9-to-5, and then changing clothes, sometimes literally, to be SDOT is very challenging, but you find a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like you find like, okay, this is what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? But I also have to rest.
Yeah.
You know, I understand like, you know, you sleep when you're dead and sleep is for the weak, and blah, 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 but you gotta function at your best. If you're tired, then how are you able to accomplish fully what you could?
To give your best. You
know
can't give your best if you're tired.
That's my philosophy. And to each his own. Some people feel like, you know, no, I don't need any sleep, you know what I'm saying? But you need to rest sometimes.
So, kind of looking at it from an outside perspective, especially like someone myself who works in the music industry and works with a lot of artists, there's a huge, I guess you could call it like a stigma behind being an artist, how to represent yourself as an artist. And one of those things is like, if you are an artist and you're a family man and you have a wife and you have kids, you're less likely to be accepted in the music industry, or they feel like you're not gonna go as hard maybe as someone that maybe doesn't have a family. And you'll hear a lot of artists and they'll be like, hey, you know, I've heard artists like tell like their families like, hey, I want to be depicted to the public as a single person because I feel like that's what is gonna get me to that next level. How has that worked for you? Have you seen it play out in your favor that you have basically let people know, hey, I'm a family man?
Actually, it has, because people want to see the real you. They want to be able to grow with you. You know what I mean? Like, they want to be able to relate, like, okay, like, there are artists that are mainstream that live a life that we only dream about.
Very true.
You know what I mean? And it sounds great. It sounds so dope.
Looks lovely.
But I don't know anyone that does the things that they do, that they talk about.
Okay.
So people are rooting for me and my wife.
That's
You know what I
beautiful.
mean?
It's a beautiful thing.
Right. Like, they love the fact that we work out together. You know what I'm saying? Actually, she's the reason why I dropped so much weight, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because like, she just hit me up one day and she was like, I'm tired of living like this.
Oh.
And I was like, let's change it right now. And now, 50 pounds down.
That's powerful.
You know what I mean? And we've just grown together. We financially found a balance with each other. Like, we're not, you know, we just know how to joke around, laugh around. But online, people see us and they're like, that's where I want to be.
Yeah.
And we don't do that
It's inspiring.
Right, it's not for gratification. It's just because we love each other and we're like, let me put this out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can show people how much I care for my soulmate, you know?
That's so important. I feel like it personalizes the interactions that your fans have with you.
Right.
And it also helps, it's like a they're able to relate to you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we all have families.
Right.
Whether we put them on the forefront or not.
Right.
Good example is Drake. You know what I'm saying? Family. But he doesn't prefer to keep it on the forefront.
Yeah.
Even though in recent years he has, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's so important that as artists, we remain true to ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think that that is one of the things that really separates you from other artists is like, you're not trying to play a role or paint this perfect picture, but
Yeah.
you're really just painting your picture.
I used to try to.
You used to try to?
And actually, a quick funny story is that when I became SDOT, I had a team that told me that I have to make and produce a record and a video that is clickbait, right? So we shot a video in the strip club.
Okay.
Yeah, it was for a song I did called Hottest in the City. That was the turning point of my career at that point.
For good or for bad?
For bad.
Okay.
Well, it's for good.
Okay.
It was bad in the moment because my wife saw the video and she was
like, what are we doing?
Here's the thing, it wasn't even a place of jealousy. It was a place of disappointment.
Because she knew
like,
who you were.
Right, she's like, you don't live this life.
It's like, that's not true.
Right, and she's like, I can't believe you would have someone persuade you into something different. And it's not that they were wrong for thinking that way, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were just learning as we go.
Yeah.
That's where the project I'm Not Him came about. From
Okay.
that very moment. We were on a road trip to Mississippi and that video was, you know, about to release and she just saw it and it just changed my perspective. I'm like, you know, I don't have to be what other rappers portray to be dope. I'm dope because I'm me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's where Liddy came up. Like that's the,
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? Liddy came from, cause Liddy is about a lit situation for the simplicity of life, like just the simple things in life.
That makes sense.
Right. So what you're talking about, like with people like trying to portray the perfect situation.
Smoke and mirrors.
Right. I tried that,
Yeah.
and from that mirror like revealed like the true me. But
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? It also revealed who I was trying to be. So
That's powerful in the fact that it helped you to really tap into who you were. So a lot of the times we'll look at certain things and we'll be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have did that. But for you, maybe you had to do that
right.
in
I
order
did.
to really find out who you were.
Right. That's
then-
why I hold her. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. It's perfect because I was gonna kind of tap into what I feel like you were about to say because it kind of goes back to like the song and Close. It seems like you guys are very, very close and
Yeah.
in sync.
Yeah. We
And
are.
that takes time.
Yeah. She can't stand me sometimes. Let me
That's
just say-
relationship, say.
Right. Let me just say that for the cameras. Which camera? She can't stand me sometimes, but it's okay.
It's love.
It's all right. You know, I'm all out there. I'm a character. You know, but it is love. But wifey, if you're listening, thank you for all your patience and your dedication towards this movement. You know what I'm saying? So Shout out to the wife. Shout out to the wife.
Let's do a bar breakdown for close. What's a bar that you feel like stands out the most that people will really resonate with?
So I wrote this on my 9 to 5. And honestly, I just got into it with, like, I was frustrated. I was like, I want to leave so bad, but I can't. You know what I mean? It was in the beginning, again, but I'm breaking down an entrepreneur's journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you own something, when you have like that thing that you want to do in life, like I'm just breaking down the process. So when I say, I was like running about 100,000 miles, high speed chasing, going down, down, wait a minute, down, down, baby, life is crazy when you on the road. Too late to stop for gas, but you so close. So you get behind your product and push forward, but you can't push to start, and everything starts to pull apart. But this scenario is like a life story. Even if I didn't make it yet, I'm just hyped for it.
Okay.
So that is talking about, so just running it back, I was saying, run about 100,000 miles. That's how fast like we are going in life. We don't have time to stop for anything.
Speeding.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And actually what's crazy is speeding is right after this record, but whatever.
Okay.
That's crazy. Running about 100,000 miles, high speed chasing, going down, down. Like from that adrenaline, you're going down. And then I say, wait a minute. Like you're taking a minute to pause. Wait a minute. Down, down, baby. Life is crazy when you on the road. Too late to stop for gas, but you so close. Like, I don't know if you ever run out of gas.
Have I?
Yeah. Shades on for that one, right. But, you know, like, we run out of gas because we don't have time to rest, because we're like, like on the go. It's too late to stop for gas, but you're so close, so you push behind your product. Whatever it is that you're trying to sell to the people, right? You're selling yourself to the people.
Yeah.
You get behind it, and you get behind your car to push to the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get behind your product and push forward. But you can't push to start. Like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't instant gratification, like what we were talking about. You can't push to start, but everything starts to pull apart. You start to notice that with you trying to get that instant gratification, like your product is starting to deteriorate, starting to pull apart. Everything isn't push to start, but push to start. But this scenario is like your life story. I'm just bringing it back full circle.
Okay.
The scenario is like your life story, then I bring it back to me. Even if I didn't make it yet, I'm just hyped for it. Like I know what's coming for me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I didn't make it yet, whatever your definition of making it. But for me, I know where I'm going. I know where my end stop is, and I'm not there yet. So if someone can look at my past history, like at my accomplishments, and they can say, oh, well, he's not a Drake. Good, I can live. I can enjoy my family. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to just do music, period, and be good and be right.
And be the best.
Be the best there is.
Favorite artist? Favorite artist?
My name is SdotK, and I would like to be in the running for your favorite artist.
All right, roll to Locomotive.
You are ready. Oh, wait.
What's up?
We didn't do a reveal.
Yes.
I would love to reveal the album cover.
Can I see?
Yeah, so I kind of brought it with me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put the shades on, cause
What's fresh packaging?
You are ready. So here we go.
That's fire.
Fire, right? Yeah.
That is fire. What city is that?
It's actually, I don't know if it's New York or, cause I just told him to, you know, like make the building, but actually there's a little map at the bottom that's actually supposed to represent Orlando.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fire.
So I can honestly say that this is Orlando and this is the map, but I'm leaving that. I would never leave that part of 407. That's always gonna be a part of me, but I'm leaving the local mindset. Like, this is my motive to get out of that mentality.
Motive to get out of that local.
Exactly.
All right, I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm digging it.
Appreciate
That's
it.
giving me mad New York vibes. I ain't even gonna lie, so I'm really loving it.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So, you know what I'm saying? I have to say, shades off of this. I have to say that I appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? And we've talked on the phone a while, and we've been dealing with each other for a while.
Yeah.
And I want to gift this to you.
For real?
Yes. I want to
Wow,
gift
that means
this
a
to
lot.
you. Yeah.
That means a lot.
Like, I was very selective with who I wanted to share this journey with, and I wanted to share that with you.
This means a lot. I appreciate you even wanting to take me on this journey with you, because like you said, we've been rocking for a while.
For a very long time.
And I'm definitely one of your biggest supporters. I know you got some heavy supporters out there.
They can't
Just
see
know
me
I got
tear up.
you.
You can't see me tear up. Okay, you good.
We on the road to Locomotive, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling special.
Ah, man, that's what's up. Road to Locomotive. Make sure that you cop Locomotive. Pick a favorite song, or two, or all. That's what we all about.
All right,
Locomotive.
it's streaming now.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Yeah.